Good morning. You're on the Tinnitus channel with Mandie Taylor. Today we're going to talk about my audiogram. This was my first visit to the ENT, the best one in Colombia, like 3 months after I went deaf. Oh, that was so stupid. Guys, if you feel that you're losing hearing and having dizzy spells and tinnitus, and your general practitioner puts you on a waiting list for 3 months with some sort of expert, please just keep trying until you see a doctor immediately. I'll never know if steroids would have helped me, because by the time they got to me, they just said, oh, well, whatever it was, it's too late now. Wow, this happened to you how long ago? Oh, you're so young to have lost this much hearing. Now, what we're going to talk about is how to read an audiogram. You can see mine, okay? And you see that 10 up there? That's average. That's all of you. And then, let's see. I don't even know how to read an audiogram, guys. Why didn't I do that before I came on here? On the side, let me see here. Volume required for me to hear the sound in decibels. So this is decibels that I'm required to hear. And these, I think, are the frequencies. I think that it's supposed to be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Excuse me. But they just put numbers up there, and they know that they mean like 1,000 kilohertz. Yeah. I remember interpreting this on the internet. What you could do after getting your audiogram from your doctor is be very careful to talk it over with him as to what it means. Now, the X is my left ear and the O is my right ear, and as you can see, they are identical in loss, which is so weird, because they told me it was the cilia hairs on my cochlea that were damaged, and my mother has perfect hearing in one ear that got infected, and bad hearing, it looks worse than this audiogram here, in her left ear. So she has one perfect ear that she continues to use. She also has high-pitched tinnitus in the ear that was damaged, and she says it's definitely in that one ear. That's how she perceives it. I perceive tinnitus in both ears equally, so it might be something to do with the ears. I know a lot of doctors say it's a brain thing. It's a complete brain thing. Now, they called my hearing loss moderate sensory neural. Okay, so you can see that bilaterally. Okay, and if you look over here, you just looked at my loss. If we put them side by side, you see where I dip to 40/50s, where the loss is, right there in the 40/50. If you look over here, that is exactly where human speech lies. And I can sometimes hear high-pitched birds outside without my hearing aids. And I can hear the rumbling of trucks. Ooh, but I cannot hear a word people say. Now, it's kind of interesting because my loss is right at human speech. If you see that 40 to 50, right there on the money of human speech. So if I could have just lost, let's say here, I would probably get along without hearing aids. I mean, life would be hard, and there'd be high-pitched voices sometimes I wouldn't hear, and so forth, but I might not really notice. And this is called a mild loss. Now, I've been told on the internet that if a person has high-pitched tinnitus and a mild loss, okay, if they're told that, it's my understanding that they should get hearing aids, because when the brain is stimulated in that higher frequency it lost, and it starts to hear, you know, certain birds and certain sounds, it will sometimes pull away from tinnitus and it'll get lower. And I can tell you that when I put my hearing aids in the morning, when I put my hearing aids on in the morning, my tinnitus reduces by about half immediately. And the more I walk around and get engaged with the world around me, the more it diminishes to the back of my head rather than the front. Now, I did do tinnitus retraining therapy, so it's going to be pretty important. I'm sorry this page is wrinkled here. Hope you can read it. I let it I let it get in a file folder, and I let it fall down in the file folder and bend in half. So, she puts T for tinnitus for both ears. They think my tinnitus is right here in pitch. They did a tinnitus test on me, and they think it's right at this pitch of the 4,000 kilohertz, which if you look at that, that's pretty high. Now we're going to talk about something here. You see this number up here is going to be really important for you guys in getting hearing aids. My first set of hearing aids would only go to here, or right here actually in the middle. My new ones will go to here. Now that doesn't look like a whole lot and like it should matter, but I couldn't believe it. Not only, I think that the old hearing aids I had, they exaggerated this number here, right? I think they didn't, I think they just do what's best for themselves, and they exaggerated this number. And my new ones came up all the way to here, or maybe a little more. And when I put on my new hearing aids, and I'll talk to you about that later and show you both sets, my hearing doubled. So here we are. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you about insurance and what to look for in getting tested. Okay, now be patient and stay with me because I am going to show you all my stuff. Okay, bye-bye.